Hi, I'm Stuart Bass, CFO and co-founder of Chartwell Noble Estate Agents. We've been going now a little under a year and a half, and have been using Street Inspector from day one.
I'm Ross Daniello from Chartwell Noble. Spectre Property Reports are probably one of the most impressive parts of Spectre. The property reports themselves, the level and depth of detail that you can provide to a client is fantastic, and it sort of stops you from being a salesperson and turns you into an advisor, which is really powerful as an exercise.
I think the biggest thing is confidence. Going out armed with these reports that for years as agents we've turned up with a best price guide from Rightmove and went, oh, look at us, we're special, and this is really, really informative. It's just not good enough anymore, and I think by turning up with the reports that we can do these days, which goes into so much more detail, but not only that, it actually looks really, really slick and very impressive as well.
And to be able to turn what was a really interesting property report into something that became fundamentally useful to the client, and therefore certainly the ones that were enabling us to as it was white labelled, to really brand it up and turn it into something that looked and felt unique to us, because it's all very mouldable, it's all very changeable. We can pick and choose what we want in there.
Everything that we normally would turn up with in terms of information, when people last bought the property, what the neighbours have sold for last year, etc., what's on the market at the moment, and just wraps it up in a nice little package with a bow on, and it just looks fab, and it just gives us as agents that extra level of confidence that, yeah, we do know what we're talking about. This is how we operate. This is the high levels of standards that we work to, and it sets the bar from the first meeting, really.
The return on investment from using the campaigns, specifically employing the AI tool to reduce the size of the campaigns and increase the success rate through identifying vendors who had a higher propensity to sell. That, we think, was probably the secret ingredient, really, in terms of the success. So where traditionally you can send out thousands of flyers and have very little return, less than a 1% return, there are times when we would send out hundreds rather than thousands and get up to a 20% return. We leveraged all of the data and the tools that Spectre and Street gave us, and within the first 6 months we had a direct mail marketing campaign along with our other campaigns, which increased us from a standing start up to £50 million worth of property instructions in the first 6 months, and then in over 9 months up to 75 million. We could not have done that without using Spectre in the way that we did. It was transformational in terms of the journey that it put us on, and there are lots of ways to start an agency, but there's no way better than doing it the way we managed to do it through Spectre.
As new agents, we've always got something to prove. They're always expecting a little bit more from us, and the fact that we can go out armed with these tools enables us to put our money where our mouth is.
Whether it's the email marketing, the social media, the direct mail, the property reports, as a suite of tools, it's absolutely invaluable. If you take your agency seriously and you want to see growth in your agency, you don't do it through simplistic marketing. You've got to be effective with the tools that you've got, and there is nothing else out there like it.